for your homework. On your homeworks, is there any doubts? Please. Okay, that we will discuss next period because I can't hear you now. We will discuss homework questions on next period. Okay. Now, new chapter, chapter 13, 12, chapter 12, exponents and powers. Very important chapter. And this is the chapter while taking physics. Dixon ma'am, I'm asking, isn't it? You don't know this power, exponents powers. This is the chapter. Dixon ma'am will usually say, Max teacher will take it later. Okay, this is the chapter. You can so many applications on physics and chemistry on exponents and powers. Okay. Power, you already know, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 3. Okay, such numbers you have already studied, isn't it? 2 raised to 3 means it is, we are multiplying 2 3 times. Multiplying 2 3 times, that is 2 raised to 3. 2 into 2 into 2 is 2 raised to 3. Here, 2 raised to 3 is 2 into 2 into 2, and this 3 is known as exponent. 3 is exponent and 2 is base. 2 is base and 3 is exponent. And this we will read as 2 raised to the power 3. 2 raised to the power 3. So 10 raised to 6, which is exponent here. Here on 10 raised to 6, 6 is exponent. 6 is exponent, 10 is base, and this is 10 raised to the power 6. We can read it as 10 raised to the power 6. Okay, so this is 1. 10 raised to 6. This is 2 raised to 3. 2 raised to 3 means 2 into 2 into 2. 3 times. We are multiplying 2 3 times. And 2 is known as base and 3 is known as exponent. 2 is base and 3 is exponent. And 10 raised to 6. 10 is the base. 10 is multiplying 6 times. 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. 10 is multiplying 6 times. 10 is base and 6 is exponent, and we can read it as 10 raised to the power 6. 10 raised to 6. Usually we will read it as 10 raised to 6. 10 raised to the power 6. Okay. Now we have some exponential rules we have. I think all of you written this, isn't it?
And this we want to write.
Test will be later. Okay. Test I will take later. Okay. Okay, we have some laws of exponents. Very important laws to study. So first of all, I will introduce you the laws. Okay, children. So next heading, write Laws of exponents. Laws of exponents. Laws of exponents. Okay, the first law is write all the laws first, then after that I will explain and we will do some problems based on that. First law is a raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. A raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. Second one, a raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. A raised to m divided by a raised to n equal to a raised to m minus n. Third one, a raised to m, the whole raised to n equal to a raised to mn. A raised to m, the whole raised to a raised to m, the whole raised to n equal to a raised to mn. Fourth one, a raised to m into b raised to m equal to ab, the whole raised to m. A raised to m into b raised to m equal to ab raised to m.
Only this much.
Fifth one, a raised to 0 is equal to 1. A raised to 0 equal to 1. A raised to 0 equal to 1. Sixth one, a raised to minus m equal to 1 by a raised to m. A raised to minus m equal to 1 by a raised to m.
Ma'am.
Here you write a raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. A raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. These laws are, did you study these laws in 7th?
Mom.
Sometimes there may be the ma'am introduced the laws, isn't it? Yes or no?
A little bit.
Huh?
Yes,
Studied? Ah, okay. So you know these laws, okay? Still, do one thing, all of you now itself, now will write all the formula twice in your book, like one by one, like a raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. Right? The first one 2 times. Right? The first one 2 times, then second one 2 times. In that way, right? Now itself. All of them inverse of a raised to m. Write all the formula twice now itself. All of you. Write all the formula twice now itself. Right?
Ma'am, the fifth one, it is a raised to 0 or a raised to O.
A raised to 0. A raised to 0 equal to 1.
Ma'am, we need to write that a raised to negative m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m 2 times.
Okay, children, let us start. Okay, so negative exponents, our last law, that is a raised to minus m equal to 1 by a raised to m. Okay, so what is 10 raised to negative 2? 10 raised to negative 2 can be written as 1 by
Negative
10
2.
raised to 2. 2 raised to negative 4 can be written as 1 by 2 raised to 4. And 1 by 3 raised to 6 can be written as the converse. 3 raised to negative 6. Okay. 1 by 7 raised to 2 is 7 raised to negative 2. Both the way you need to understand. need to understand how to change negative exponent to positive, and when exponents come denominator, how we can change it, how can we take that into numerator? Both you have to know. 100 raised to minus 3 is 1 by 100 raised to 3. Okay. 20 raised to negative 3 or 1 by 20 raised to 4 can be written as 20 raised to negative 4. When exponent comes to numerator from denominator, the sign of the exponent will change. See, 1 by 20 raised to 4 is 20 raised to minus 4. So 1 by 30 raised to minus 3 will be, it will be
3.
30 raised to 3. Both the way, you must clear about the transformation from numerator to denominator or denominator to numerator. What happens to the exponents while it transforms to numerator or denominator? So 1 by 3 raised to negative 6 will be equal to 3 raised to 6. From denominator, negative 6 when comes to numerator, it becomes positive. Write all this, very important. Transforming negative to negative exponent from denominator to numerator, it becomes positive. And positive exponent when comes to the numerator from denominator, it becomes negative. And it is known as multiplicative inverse. It is known as multiplicative inverse. A raised to minus m equal to 1 by a raised to m, and a raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to minus m, or a raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. Is that clear, all of you? How to convert negative exponent to positive exponent? How to take transform the negative denominator, which term having negative exponent, when it comes to numerator, it becomes positive. Positive exponent from numerator, when it comes to from denominator, when it comes to numerator, it becomes negative. See, 1 by 20 raised to 4. Here the exponent is 4. When it comes to numerator, it is 20 raised to negative 4. Sign of 4 here in the denominator, sign of 4 is positive. When it comes to numerator, it becomes negative. 10 raised to minus 2. 10 raised to minus 2. Power is negative. When it comes to denominator, power becomes positive. See, 1 by 7 raised to 2. 1 by 7 raised to 2. The denominator exponent is 2. When it comes to the numerator, it becomes negative. Is that clear, all of you? Now you have some question. Find the multiplicative inverse of. Find the multiplicative inverse of the following. Find the multiplicative inverse of the following. First question, 2 raised to negative 4. Second question, 10 raised to negative 5. Third question, 7 raised to negative 2. Fourth one, 5 raised to negative 3. Fifth one, Fifth one, 10 raised to negative 100. 10 raised to negative 100. For getting multiplicative inverse, 10 raised to negative 4, its multiplicative inverse will be
Positive 1 by n raised to 2.
a raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of what? Multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. A raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. Okay. This we have written. You have already written this. So what will be the multiplicative inverse of 2 raised to minus 4?
1 by 2 raised to 2.
2 raised
to 4.
2 raised to minus 4.
2 raised to 4.
It will be
1 by 2 raised to 4.
just change the sign of the exponent. To get the multiplicative inverse, just change the sign of the exponent. So it will be
2 raised
a
to 4.
raised to m. Its multiplicative inverse is a raised to minus m. Conversely also, vice versa. So multiplicative inverse of a raised to minus m will be a raised to m. To get multiplicative inverse, you just change the sign of the exponent. 2 raised to 4. Multiplicative inverse of 2 raised to minus 4 is 2 raised to 4. Now multiplicative inverse of 10 raised to minus, right? Multiplicative inverse of these terms.
Ma'am, so on what question do we have to write the other one? The 1 by.
I have a doubt. So the multiplicative inverse will be if 2 raised to negative 4 will be 2 raised to positive 4.
Ma'am, if this one is multiplicative inverse, then what is the other one? Ma'am, can you hear me?
Ten raised to 5, 7 raised to 2, 5 raised to 3, 10 raised to minus 10 raised to 2. 10 raised to 2. These are the multiplicative inverse. To get multiplicative inverse, you have to do what? You have to change the sign of the exponent. Only that. Change the sign of the exponent. See, 10 raised to negative 5 equal to 1 by 10 raised to 5. Gopika. It is, they are equal, not multiplicative inverses. Okay. These are equal. 10 raised to negative 5 equal to 1 by 10 raised to 5.
Ma'am,
Multiplicative inverse is?
Ma'am, can you hear us?
Multiplicative inverse is 10 raised to 5. Change the sign. See, we have studied a raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. Clear, Gopika? A raised to minus m is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. The law is this law 1 by a raised to m is equal to a raised to minus m. They are equal, not another term. Gopika, clear? Okay. Okay. Now, next one. See, 362. Okay. 362 in your lower classes you have studied. 362, how we are getting this 362? 300 plus, yes, 60 plus 2. You have studied how to expand that. Okay, 362 can be written as 300 plus 60 plus 2. Now, see, this 300 can be written as 3 into 100. Clear? Plus 6 into 10 plus 2 into 1. 3 into 100, 6 into 10 plus 2 into 1. Now 3 into 100 is 10 square. 6 into 10 raised to 1 plus 2 into. How can we write 1 in terms of 10? Now we have studied some using our laws. This 1 can be also can be written as a power of. Yes, Elsa. It is 10 raised to 0. 1 is 10 raised to 0. 3 into 10 square plus 6 into 10 raised to 1 plus 1 can be written as 2 into 10 raised to 0. So this can be written as 300. That is 3 into 10 square plus 6 into, okay, once we will write the expanded form. 300 plus 60 plus 2. 3 into 100 plus 6 into 10 plus 2 into 1. 3 into 10 square plus 6 into 10 raised to 1 plus 2 into 10 raised to 0. Expand using exponents. This is expanding numbers using exponents. Yes, Amrita, Gopika, you are correct. 1 can be written as 10 raised to 0. This is the way we are expanding the numbers using exponents. Okay. So you give a subheading, expand numbers using exponents. We will do some more examples. Okay. Next one. Understood how to do? One more example. 983. Try. 983. 983. 983. 900 plus 80 plus 3. 11:10. Okay. Okay, children, we will do more problems on next period on board 13. Okay, shall we wind up the class?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
Attendance also I will take there. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
11:50 next period. Okay, bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Attendance next period I will take next period. Come there. Okay.